When you see the integral of the natural log of x from 1 to e, your first instinct is likely to reach for integration by parts. It is the standard textbook method, setting u equal to the natural log of x and dv equal to dx. But there is a much more elegant visual way to solve this problem that requires no complex formulas, relying instead on the beautiful geometry of inverse functions. First, let us plot the function y equals the natural log of x on a standard Cartesian plane. We are looking for the area under this curve starting from x equals 1 and ending at x equals e. Watch as we shade this region in a bright color. Notice that at x equals 1, the height is 0, and at x equals e, the height is exactly 1. This creates a curved shape bounded by the x-axis, the vertical line x equals e, and the curve itself. Now, instead of slicing this area vertically as we do with standard Riemann sums, let us look at the bigger picture. Imagine a large rectangle defined by the origin, the point e, 0, the point e, 1, and the point 0, 1. The total area of this rectangle is simply the base times the height. The base is e, and the height is 1, so the total area is simply e. This rectangle is divided into two distinct parts by our logarithmic curve. The bottom part is the integral we want to find. The upper part, the area between the curve and the y-axis, represents the integral of the inverse function. Since the inverse of the natural log of x is e to the power of y, this upper area is exactly the integral of e to the power of y with respect to y. We need to determine the bounds for this inverse integral. Since our original x values went from 1 to e, the corresponding y values go from the natural log of 1, which is 0, to the natural log of e, which is 1. So the upper area is the integral of e to the power of y from 0 to 1. This is incredibly easy to calculate. The antiderivative of e to the power of y is just e to the power of y. Evaluating this from 0 to 1 gives us e to the power of 1 minus e to the power of 0. Since anything to the power of 0 is 1, this upper area equals e minus 1. Finally, to get our target area, we simply take the total area of the rectangle, which is e, and subtract the upper area, which is e minus 1. The e values cancel out, leaving us with a result of positive 1. So the integral of natural log of x from 1 to e is exactly 1. If you enjoyed this explanation, hit subscribe and check out our other math videos.